In the United States of America, we pride ourselves on having one of the best, if not the best, judicial system in the world. Lady Justice, she wears a blindfold. This is a symbolic representation that justice is impartial and justice is blind. Justice doesn't see color, doesn't show favoritism towards the rich, the powerful, or people of immense fame. But we want to ask ourselves this question: is justice really blind? I want to answer that question for you with an emphatic no. Justice is not blind. Justice is not impartial. Justice does show favoritism towards people with immense power, people in political parties, people of fame, and people with money. The justice system is much like us. We see color. They show favoritism towards a particular group of people. They see gender and they see the religion. But today I want to speak about how the justice system does not favor one particular group. That's the African American community. In the African American community, we are not, instead of being given the benefit of doubt, we are met with a presumption of guilt. And I want to ask, is that because of our perceived aggressive nature? Is that because of our skin color? I'm not sure, but I'll give you some statistical information and some cases that are blatant racism and what my thoughts are pretty much why we are not favored in the court system. According to the Census Bureau, approximately 13 to 14% of the American population is African American descent. Today in prison, approximately 2.3 million, there are 2.3 million inmates. Approximately 1 million of the inmates are those of African American community. Staggering statistics. 1 out of every 3 African American male between the age of 20 to 29 are on some form of criminal justice supervision, either in prison, in jail, probation, or parole. In the year 2000, approximately 800,000 African American male was in prison. That same year, approximately 600,000 African American male were enrolled in college. So, therefore, there were more African American males in prison than receiving higher education. Staggering statistics. How would you feel if you was in prison for a crime you didn't commit, and particularly on death row? I know that's a rhetorical question, but that's the story of Troy Davis. In 1991, he was implicated in a murder. 9 witnesses finger him of a murder. 20 years later, when he appealed the courts, 7 out of 9 people, they recanted their statement and said he did not shoot the individual. Also, there was ballistic evidence indicating that he did not commit this murder, that he did not, in fact, fire this firearm. Even though the evidence pointed that he did not commit this murder, in the year 2011, in September, he was put to death. Was that a fair trial? In 2005 in Louisiana, there were 6 African American males. They got into a high school, in my thoughts, a typical high school scuffle with a white classmate. He was hospitalized, but he was discharged a couple hours later. The kids' ages range from age 14 to 17. All 6 of them was charged with second-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder. They was facing up to 100 years in prison. This trial was referred to as the Gina 6 in Louisiana. Was this a fair trial? A 17-year-old black teenage kid in Georgia received consensual oral sex from a 15-year-old kid. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison. The same day in the same court, a 29-year-old white teacher was sentenced to 90 days of probation for having sex with a 16-year-old student. Were any of these cases fair? We in the African American community, we do hold some form of culpability for the staggering statistics. We have the highest crime rate upon any race in the world. Is it because of poverty? Is it because of lack of education? Is it because of single family homes? I'm not sure. But what I am sure about, we are targeted more than any other race. We are given longer prison sentence when we do commit a crime. And until the courts start balancing out and give us a fair shake in court, the numbers will continue to grow. I hope you got some kind of information from my speech. And thank you, class, for your time. And I hope you have a good day. Thank you.